Hi, welcome once again. This is Dr. Aldrin Tenerife Sacristan, and welcome to our online classroom at Kuya Prof TV. Okay, this is our subject today, International Business and Trade Management. This is our lecture series for this subject. And our topic today is about growing and internationalizing the entrepreneurial firm. Okay, but before that, let me first present to you the objectives of this lesson. Now, before the end of or after the end of this lesson, all online learners should be able to understand and recall basic information about entrepreneurial and some of the myths of entrepreneurship. Okay? Be able to apply the levers of opportunity identification and another is understand why entrepreneurship can vary across borders, recognize how entrepreneurship differs from country to country, and assess and utilize the doing business and global entrepreneurship, monitor resources, see why global startups are challenging to manage and yet increasing in prevalence, and know the two phases of global startup assessment. And of course, we have to recognize the difference and relationship between entrepreneurship and intrapreneurship. Okay? And lastly, we have to be able to know the inputs and challenges to the entrepreneurial organization. Okay? So those are our objectives for this lesson. Now, let us proceed to some kind of introduction in this module. Okay? Or lesson. This module or lesson will investigate and we'll try to look into this matter, the subject of entrepreneurship and intrapreneurship in an international business. It is through both the contrast over nations and the plateaus that are decreasing such contrast that entrepreneurial and intrapreneurial opening are made or distinguished. As a commerce industry, okay, it is understandably, okay, or understudy, you will be able to require electives in business and enterprise. So see this information synthesizing you to the field instead of making you an master. Okay, here you will be able to pick up more information of both entrepreneurial and also the preparation that is related in the related field. Okay. Now, while enterprise is concerned with beginning modern businesses, entrepreneurship is concerned with beginning something modern, like a modern item or benefit in an existing set up trade. Okay. Entrepreneurs may take on more hazard than a convention line management representatives, but its chance inside parameters or inside course boundaries to utilize sports as an similarly or similarity. Okay, so that is our some sort of an introduction in this module. Now, let's have some review portion for our topic today, growing and internationalizing the entrepreneurial firm, because we have to understand first the role of entrepreneurs, okay, in this kind of field, the internationalizing or internationalization of the entrepreneurial firm in different countries. Okay, now let's have a look at the meaning of entrepreneur. Who is an entrepreneur? Entrepreneur is a French word that means to undertake. In the business world, this term applies to someone who wants to start a business or enterprise. As you may recall, entrepreneurship is defined as the recognition of opportunities, needs, wants, problems, and challenges, and the use of creation of resources to implement innovative ideas for new, thoughtfully planned venture. Okay? So that is the meaning of entrepreneur and entrepreneurship. Now, another definition of entrepreneur, as mentioned here, okay, an entrepreneur is a person who engages in entrepreneurship. Okay, that is very simple. Entrepreneurs are typically go-getters with high levels of skill and energy. Webster's defines an entrepreneur as the organizer of an economic venture, especially one who organizes, owns, manages, and assumes the risk of a business. So that is the meaning of entrepreneur according to Webster. Now, let's consider here the truth and myths about entrepreneurship. Now, the truth and myths of entrepreneurships are the following. Entrepreneurs, according to them, are born, rather not made. Another is entrepreneurs make more money. Being original is essential. It takes a lot of money to start a business, and entrepreneurs must be risk takers. So these are the myths and truths about entrepreneurship. Upon understanding this and upon knowing this, I have a question for you. Should you become an entrepreneur? Later on, you may answer that to yourself. Okay? Now, let's discuss this truth and myth about entrepreneurs individually. The late Jeffrey Timmons, one of the early leaders in entrepreneurship education, noted that there are few truths about entrepreneurs, but many are myths. Okay? The myths, however, are many, and the following 5 entrepreneurship myths are among the most prevalent according to him. Okay? I enumerated that already a while ago. Entrepreneurs are born, not made. The most prevalent myth about entrepreneurs is that they are born with the skills that will make them, okay, successful, and that anyone who's not born with those skills will not succeed. In reality, okay, entrepreneurship is a skill that, like any other skill, can be learned. Okay? So, pwedeng pag-aralan at matutunan yan. Entrepreneurship or entrepreneurs make more money. Surprisingly, the typical entrepreneur earns less than he or she would earn if working as an employee. Okay, so student, be careful. Parents, be careful. Okay, being original is essential. Another entrepreneurial myth is that entrepreneurs who get to the market first gain the most. Okay? It takes a lot of money to start a business. Research by Scott Shane of Case Western Reserve University has shown that the average new business needs only $25,000 in financing, and the most of that money can be raised through debt. Okay? You can always borrow money from financial institutions. Entrepreneurs must be risk takers. According to this myth, entrepreneurs are good at starting business but can't manage them once they grow. Should you be an entrepreneur upon hearing that? Now, as mentioned a while ago, you can answer that to yourself. If you want to be an entrepreneur, you can look for opportunities if you really want to be an entrepreneur. But if you think you're not capable of managing your own business, maybe you can be an employee. Okay? Now, let's talk about entrepreneurship and the changing nature of corporate life. As I mentioned a while ago, if you don't have the skills and capability of managing your own business, maybe you can be an employee. Now, let's talk about the corporate life here. Corporate life, entrepreneurship, opportunity, and filling the gap. Okay? So as corporate life continues to offer less and less security, more people are considering entrepreneurship. There are people there thinking of starting their own business after several years of working in a certain company. Some leave taking their former corporate employees or employers, as their first customer. For others, okay, it is an opportunity to enter an entirely new industry. For most of us, we are hoping to capitalize on our experience and know-how or on a new idea or market to fill a gap in our own industry. So those are the idea that we have to understand about entrepreneurship and the challenging nature of corporate life. You have to understand the corporate life, entrepreneurship, and of course the opportunity that it will give us. And if we are really sure about this, we can fill the gap in our own industry. Okay, now what do we do as an entrepreneur? Entrepreneur build for profit and non-profit ventures, and also we have the social entrepreneurs who look for and implement innovative solutions to societal problems. Okay, so these are some things that an entrepreneur are doing. Okay, so if you want to produce products and provide services that would provide solutions to the problems in our society, maybe you can be a social entrepreneur. But if you just want to make profit from your effort and products and money, you can always engage into the production of products. Okay, now, entrepreneurial process, here it is very important for us to understand the entrepreneurial process, and there are three essential parts of the entrepreneurial process. We will end, unfortunately, guys, we will end our discussion here because I want you to do some kind of research about entrepreneurial process. Okay, our continuation about growing and internationalizing the entrepreneurial firm will end here because in our next session on Thursday, I would like you to present some information about the three parts of entrepreneurial process. And also the first question that I raised a while ago, would you like to be an entrepreneur upon hearing the things about entrepreneurship? Now, guys, I hope you will do research and present that during the class. Okay, so thank you very much for listening and attending my class. If you think there are other people out there that needs to watch this video, please do not hesitate to share this video to them. If you think your parents, your neighbors need to see this video, please share this with them. Okay? So I am also inviting you to subscribe to my YouTube channel, Kuya Prof TV, because every now and then I am uploading different lectures about business and about parenting also. But for this particular video, we are talking about business. So once again, this is Dr. Aldrin Tenerife Sacristan, and see you in our next lesson. Thank you.